right, what's up, everybody? Straighten this thing up a little bit. Hey, I'm back at you with another video. Today we working in the garden again. What we're doing is we got some. These are like little fabric bags that you can plant. You can plant your plants in. Um, real good item to get if you just want to do like a tomato or a couple of little items in the garden. This is how they look, just so you can kind of see it. It's supposed to be, I think, 5 gallons supposedly. That's what they said on Amazon. So I'm not sure if they're quite 5 gallons, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do to mix up. Put a mix in there. We also got us a good stogie for a break for some strain of the week, and we'll get into that in just a little bit here. Okay, so what we're gonna be putting in first is Miracle-Gro potting mix, twice as big. Whatever feeds the plant for up to 6 months, right? And we have 4 of these we're gonna do. Let's open this up. We'll just put a little bit in each. We'll just take our sack here. Just put a little bit in each one. Let's try to get this bottom filled up. They're kind of standing up on their own. There's one. We're gonna do each one same way. This has some good fertilizers in it. If you look at it, you can kind of see. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's some little white pieces in there. Those are like the fertilizers. Just for all 4 of these. This is how I like to do mine. Works good. Because these bags here are a little more expensive than the other mix I'm going to put in with it. So we got 4 bags here. We filled the bottom of them up pretty good. We're going to save a little bit more of that mix. So what we're going to do next, we're going to put some. This is also Miracle-Gro. And it does say for in-ground use, but we're mixing it, right? So we're mixing it. Open this one up. Put a little bit of this in each sack. Yeah, put a nice little bit of this in each sack. This is going to be our main soil that we're going to use in these. I'll mix it up 4 over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to even grow in these, but I'm just getting them ready. I think I got some jalapenos out here. I just got to see. Okay, for this, we're going to go ahead and start dropping a good amount in there. We got several bags of this, right? Grab another bag and we're gonna mix. Before I put this other bag in, though, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up with the bottom one so that we want to mix all this up. So we want to mix it all up. I don't know if y'all can see that, but we're just gonna mix it. We're gonna mix both of them up. Gotta go all the way to the bottom. Try to pull that stuff up to the top. Mix it all. All 4 sacks. We're mixing. Ooh. So I need a little more for these last 2 sacks. Okay. We'll open up another bag, same stuff. Miracle-Gro. Put a little more in these last 2 right here. I'll even throw a little more in each one of these, but we got plenty of those, right? So then let's mix them again. I'm going crazy here, but I'm getting them mixed up. All this should have some good fertilizer in it. Both of those are by Miracle-Gro. Now, I don't have a lot of my organic left. That's what we're gonna put a little bit of organic. This is something I just had laying around. You look, you'll see. It's by Miracle-Gro too. So right, I'm using all this Miracle-Gro stuff. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little organic in each one of these. That's like compost pretty much. Right here stinks. But it's good for what you're doing when you're trying to grow. Let's put just a little bit in each one. Just a little bit of that left I'm gonna throw on the garden. The last thing I want to put in this sack is topsoil. Hope y'all can see that. This topsoil, that's Scott's. It's a little different than the Miracle-Gro. Put some topsoil in each of these. I'm going to try to stir all of them up, mix all of them up by hand. We'll be ready for some plants. Yeah, this is going to be nice. These are going to make nice planting spots. And I'm not going to fill them all the way up to the very top because later on, as time goes on, you'll come back and put a little more in with it. All right. Well, that's the beginning of that. All we want to do now is just kind of mix this up. And what I'm going to do, last but not least, is come back with one more handful of this Miracle-Gro pot mix on the top. Also, sprinkle a little fertilizer in there with them. This fertilizer is a 677. Really probably doesn't need it. I'll just sprinkle a little bit in each one. Just for extra fertilizer. And that'll break down over time. So, again, we're gonna mix it up. And that's one. Mix this one up. That's 2. We got some extra here. We can just throw them in there. Number 3 here. We've already mixed them up pretty good, but we just want to mix them one more time. That's 3. That's the 4th one. All right. So we got 4 of them set up. From here, you're pretty much ready to you're ready to plant now. So hoping y'all can see that. But that's what that's what all 4 look like right there. Had to pick the tripod up, it was acting up, but I'll end the video here and we'll pick it back up for the smoke break. All right, yeah, this is how the 4 buckets turned out. Like I said, we don't want to fill them all the way up. Had to take the camera off the tripod because shit had kept falling. But this is the time for the smoke break. Today we're smoking on the Breakfast of Champions. I'll put a little picture of it showing how much THCs and all that it has, right? So let's fire it up and see what it's like. Oh man, really good taste on it. Yeah, really good taste. I have already had it before, so I'm just smoking one for the video, so that I can smoke one with our viewers. But yeah, this is the smoke break. We're smoking on some Breakfast of Champions. I think it's around 21 or 22%, but you can't really just say because it's only 22% or 21% is no good. It tastes so good than other strands and all type of stuff. So don't sleep on it. So check it out, look it up for yourself, see what you think. All right. So what can we plant in those? What can we plant in there if we decide to plant something? What you think we ought to plant in there? I believe I got some okra. So one of them is going to be for okra. Trying to let the garden enforcer do his thing here. We can do a little quick update on the garden while I'm on the smoke break. Just Breakfast of Champions. It's smoking good too. This is what the plants are looking like since the other videos. There's a squash right in here. I've added in 2 stakes here because I'm going to try to run them vertically. I'm going to start clipping some of the leaves and things like that. So just keep tuned in and you'll see how these squash are going to turn out. I just set it up on that for now, but I think I'm going to get some bricks or something to sit it on. There's our bell peppers. Got 3 of them in there. That might be too tight of a spot, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try to run that one post in the middle and try to connect up to it to make sure they don't fall over. So I'll be tying each one to that. If not today, maybe tomorrow. Then I got 2 tomato plants in here. These are just a determinate strand, so they're not going to grow crazy. They're going to grow kind of bushy. So I'm going to try to use this stake here to pull them over towards the middle. I'm going to put a cage around there also. So you'll see it. You'll see it in a future video. Just stay tuned. And I believe this is okra. Like I said, I planted this stuff and I didn't label it, but this is something. We're going to keep growing it to see what it is. I might transfer 1 or 2 of these into one of those other pots that we just did, just to see and baby it to make sure it comes out right. But I believe, I want to say, I know at least a couple of these are okra. There could be some watermelon in there, but I don't remember planting watermelon, so you never know. I could have accidentally did it. All right, so that's what we got there, the bell peppers, the tomatoes, and the squash, and whatever that is. I think okra. Let's go out here and look at the other garden. That's just the ones we're doing out there. And look, I let this yard kind of grow up, and put the the mower on it, they cut it right back down. I still got some places I need to let it go. That's a ooh, that's a hot pepper right there. I can't remember if it's jalapeno or what, but that's a hot pepper. I got some other stuff planted in here, but I might just let that go and put some fabric down. Got a couple more tomatoes, a couple more bell peppers. We got 3 more bell peppers in the middle there. There's one in the back there. Got me some steaks out here so I can start staking these up as they begin to grow. Same here, to a couple more tomatoes on this side. Hoping to get a good crop, but I'm hoping I didn't plant these too close. But I think we're okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Now we did plant some greens here. They're coming in looking good. That's greens. I got like 2 or 3 rows of greens there. We'll see how they turn out. And then this one here is a habanero pepper. I remember the name of this one. That was a habanero pepper. It's short right now, but it's coming along. I ain't birds back there in the trees flipping around. But yeah, that's a habanero pepper. And this area here is just needs to be, I'm gonna till this back up. Now these little things here, this is what I started off my seeds in. That's why I'm not sure what those other ones are over there. I believe these are jalapenos right here. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna let these grow a little more. I may end up planting one of them in with the other stuff, but that's pretty much it for this video. Wanted to give a garden update. Wanted to do a little planting and getting the pot and soil and stuff ready. Got all that did. We took a smoke break. I was thinking about planting something today, but I want to think about it a little more before I start just planting stuff. And I'm just putting these stakes in here for now. I don't even think I'm going to tie them up right now. I may come back out and tie them up, but I may wait and do it tomorrow. And look at that one. That one's crooked, so I'm going to have to come back out here and redo that one. But you see how I'm taking off all the lower leaves so that the top, all the energy can go to the top of the plant. We don't want nothing touching the ground. See, like that right there? That's kind of close to the ground. I almost want to take that off, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. Because it has a sucker on there, so I want to let that sucker grow. Well, I probably can go ahead and clip it now. I'll look into it tomorrow. I don't want to rush it. Let me go do a little more research. I like to look up videos and see what people are doing, making sure I'm not making any mistakes myself. But I've been able to get some good crops right out of here. Normally tomatoes, greens, squash. Those are my type of things. I like tomatoes. I love them. I love my hot peppers and all that. So, but other than that, everything's going good. Need to put the Landroid back out here and let it go a little bit longer, but I want to change the blades out again because I had hit some stuff. I had hit some stuff and it damaged the blades, so I need to change the blades out again. It was some rocks in the ground or something. Got the smoke pit fired up. Ain't got the stogie fired up. That's it. But yeah, so take one more look over here. These bell peppers, and they smell so good. When the wind blows, you can just smell them. I can't wait. I'm pretty sure that's some okra there. So we'll see. I hope it is. It is. I hope to have so much. Ooh, somebody clowning. But I hope it is some good okra so that we can have something to give away. I want to have enough tomatoes and everything else to give away to family members and things like that. So we'll see how it works out. Little tip on this thing. It's on the off position now, so I'm gonna turn it back on to always on. So if anything comes by to trigger it, it runs anything out of your yard. Now watch this one. Motion automatic. Yeah, you can also set a 30-minute timer just to like water this particular area and stuff like that. And there's one of the brains of the operation as far as cutting this backyard, the Works Landroid. We do got some videos on there on the Landroid also. Check it out on the channel. Hey, appreciate anybody that tunes in. Keep stopping back in and we'll be updating you on how everything turned out in the garden. But for now, I hope your crypto dreams come true. Thanks.